obey me, or she dies, apprentice.
Hey guys, this is Todd from the Scoundrels Cantina, and welcome to another episode of a Star Wars story. In this video, I'll be telling you the story behind Rahm Kota's militia unit, which is most notably seen in both of the Star Wars The Force Unleashed games. Also, we're mixing the expanded universe and canon as always, so let's begin. After the Clone Wars began, between the Galactic Republic and the Confederacy of Independent Systems, the Jedi Order quickly moved to protect the galaxy from the Separatist Rebellion, and thus they accepted the command of the newly formed Grand Army of the Republic. Jedi Master Rahm Kota was determined to defend the Republic as well, although he declined to lead the Clone Troopers. Unlike other Jedi, Kota did not trust the Clone Army, and furthermore, he believed that clone soldiers were unfit for battle. Kota found real humans to be more creative, intelligent, and versatile than the clones, and therefore he established a private unit of highly trained soldiers recruited from various local militias, mercenaries, and even separatist prisoners of war. The result was a small but efficient fighting force composed of soldiers noted for their battle effectiveness and personal loyalty to General Kota. Rahm Kota's lack of trust in the clones and his faith in real human beings was vindicated when Order 66 was issued by Supreme Chancellor Palpatine. By the Chancellor's command, the clone troopers assassinated their Jedi officers in Coruscant and throughout the galaxy. Most of Kota's soldiers remained faithful to their general and refused to obey the genocidal order. With the Republic's fall, followed by the birth of the Galactic Empire, the militia commandeered a Republic cruiser and disappeared into hiding alongside with General Kota. Kota and his soldiers remained in hiding for many years during the Great Jedi Purge. They emerged from seclusion about 3 years before the Battle of Yavin, which was 16 years after the declaration of a new order, conducting hit-and-run attacks against various Imperial targets throughout the galaxy. They were considered one of many rebel cells during that time. Though not officially a rebellion, their activities eventually gained the personal attention of the Sith Lord, Darth Vader. While Kota's militia was in the process of raiding a TIE fighter construction facility located above Nar Shaddaa, Vader deployed a secret apprentice, Starkiller, on a mission to kill Kota. They suffered a huge defeat at the hands of Starkiller that day, and were left leaderless, believing that their general was killed. Some of Kota's soldiers formed a bodyguard detail to former Imperial Senator Bail Organa after the militia's defeat at Nar Shaddaa. They were also present on Corellia, where they provided protection during a meeting with Imperial Senators Mon Mothma, Garm Bel Iblis, and Bail Organa. The meeting was a trap orchestrated by Darth Vader to lure the Emperor's enemies into a single location. The militia was quickly overwhelmed by Vader's snowtroopers, and Kota was easily defeated by Vader himself. Kota and the Senators were then transferred to the Death Star, where Emperor Palpatine awaited them. They were ultimately saved by Galen Marek, redeemed for his life as Starkiller, who sacrificed his life to ensure the survival of the rebellion. Later, the remnants of Rahm Kota's militia officially became a part of the Rebel Alliance. The Rebel Alliance's war against the Galactic Empire was too unsatisfactory in Rahm Kota's opinion, so he decided to wage his own war by conducting unauthorized operations against various Imperial targets, and in order to do so, he recruited an elite squad that answered directly to him. Well trained and armed with equipment similar to the militia, Kota's new unit was composed of humans who possessed much hatred for the Empire. Using the Rogue Shadow as their personal transport, Kota's squad served under their general at a number of occasions, which included the raid on Cato Nemudia and an Imperial ambush on the Alliance fleet in the Itani Nebula. The squad also participated in the assault on Kamino, aiding General Kota against various Imperial soldiers as the Alliance forces stormed into the cloning facility. As the fighting drew to a close, Rahm Kota and his squad, aided by a clone of the original Starkiller, captured Darth Vader, thus allowing the Alliance to secure one of its major victories in the war. And now, we're gonna go over all 4 of the soldier types that were the part of Rahm Kota's militia. Number 1 were the Militia Saboteurs that formed the backbone of General Kota's militia. Armed with DH-17 blasters and thermal grenades, these soldiers were skilled in maneuvering in small, tight-knit groups, and since the militia lacked the resources and manpower for a full-scale war against the Galactic Empire, the Saboteurs were also trained in hit-and-run attack tactics. Number 2 were the Militia Troopers, which were Kota's hand-picked soldiers choosing to be trained in the use of energized stun platoons. As such, they were mainly suited for close-quarters melee combat in environments filled with explosives and other hazards. These specialized soldiers relied on rushing their enemies, surrounding and overwhelming them before they could even fire a shot. Number 3 were the Militia Heavy Troopers, which utilized equipment similar to those of the Militia Saboteurs, but their primary weapons were missile launchers. They accompanied other variant soldiers of the militia, providing long-range fire support against more heavily armed and dangerous opponents. They were effective at killing enemy targets from a distance, but were also vulnerable in close-range combat, hence they relied on protection of their comrades. And finally, at number 4 were the Militia Elite. They were the most skilled and reliable members of Kota's militia, who were honored with possession in the general's heavy weapons detail. Armed with large repeating blaster cannons, the elites were regarded as more than a match for even the most battle-hardened Imperial soldiers. Their combat role included the providing of cover fire for other militia members, as well as the defense of key positions during raids. Anyways guys, we covered just about everything there is about Rahm Kota's militia, and we hope you all enjoyed it and learned something new about the vast galaxy of Star Wars. And if you want to support this channel, hit that subscribe button for more videos like this one. And remember guys, God is awesome all the time, may the Force be with you always, and we'll see you in another video. You rebel scum.
This party's over.